And I have returned somewhat. And there is my own voice coming through my phone because I had to check whether the actual audio was going to work. Welcome back. It has been a while, a serious while. I wish I could say that it has been just a whole lot of nothing, but no, there's been a metric fuckload of things happening in life, with work, with everything else, and what can I do? It is. It has been it has been a very long break, and there's the man of the hour. OMG Turtles, we're back. Yes, we are. Yeah, it has been one hell of a break. I have recovered from a flu, a pretty serious flu, honestly. I managed to catch it just out of what would you call it? Swanky new graphics. Oh yes. Here's the fun thing. If you ever want to use groups like Owned 3D or any of those content groups that make your graphics, even if you buy their shit, occasionally you will find that some of their graphics packages will go, oh, you can have this and you can purchase it, but you need a subscription to keep things going. I think I must have selected a wrong option because the subscription finished, and I was like, oh, well, I've bought the thing that I want and I'm happy with that. And then when I went to use it, it did not exist anymore. So I ended up going to Elgato, and they've given me this nice fancy little graphic thing. So, what can I do? I just had to basically go, well, shit. And I've just basically had to refit everything to that system. So it seems to be nice. It seems to be very pretty. Yeah, I've had a father-in-law visit. I've had the flu. We've had some floods. And things have been fucked. And I've also had a new staff member start. So I've been teaching and training, which has taken up not in a bad way. It has taken up so much time because they're a good person. Like we're teaching them, they're bringing everything in, and it's great. But you've really got to invest the time and the energy into people starting in a new role. So I had to do the responsible thing, which is to sit and watch them and build up their skills, build up their capacity and ability to a point where they feel comfortable at work. Like everyone should feel comfortable, like, and go, yeah, I feel good. I'm able to do my job. So with that was a major investment of time and everything. Yeah, on that, Turtles, definitely. Multiple fires happening at once is very much an understatement, to be honest. Because, well, yeah, it was basically many fires all at once and just trying to balance everything responsibly so that, everyone had the right support. And no one was basically treading water, like drowning behind me while everything was going on. But on that, I now have actually cleared the deck. So I'm going to go back to 2 days a week. So I'm going to continue doing this one, which I like to call the Turtle Stream, or I've been referring to the Turtle Stream, which is a stream nighttime here in Australia, but it's morning, heading into the workday for Turtles and everybody in the UK. Actually, I should be pinging Jez and just being like, hey, you stick your head in here. Like, you're in the UK now. You've got no excuse. You don't need sleep. Actually, I don't think that man sleeps at all. That'd actually be a worry. But yeah, doing this, the Turtle Stream, the UK stream, the Wednesday night here. So I believe it's Wednesday morning for Turtles. And then I'm with It's your first. It's his first day back to work today. Oh my god, that's right. Because he did the travel over 10 a.m. Okay, that's not too bad. Like, I'd probably imagine for someone like Jez, he's probably stuck in the middle of like the meetings and everything else that you have to do when you're dealing with like multinational groups and all of that crap, which is never fun. It never any good. So while I talk on this, I am going to start Oblivion. Now, everybody has been going, oh my god, this is amazing, this is great. This is my first time switching it on and actually playing this because I've been at work, responsibility, all that stuff, the new staff member and all of that. But here's the thing. Oblivion was the first game I got for the Xbox 360 when it came out here in Australia, because unlike the rest of the world, the Xbox 360 didn't launch here in November. It launched in Australia, I believe March. I think I'm going to double check it, but I think it was March of 2004, I think. 2003, 2004. Xbox 360 launch. Australia. March 2nd of 2006. Jesus Christ. And I think if we have a look at it, yeah, December was the United Kingdom, the Eurozone. December was Japan. Yeah, Australia and New Zealand. March 23rd of 2006 was the release date. So March 23rd of 2006. Now, here's the thing. If we look at... Launch 360. Okay, so the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion launched March 20th of 2006. So, oh, Turtles, fantastic. So Turtles in the YouTube chat is the game that I credit to making me a gamer. I had always played games, but this made me go, okay, I'm fully in. That is one of the reasons why I'm kind of excited to jump into this on stream, is that Oblivion came out March 20th of 2006. As I just mentioned before, the Xbox 360 launch in Australia was March 23rd of 2006. So when the Xbox 360 launched here in Australia, Oblivion was a launch game. And it was the game that I got. I actually got the special edition. So I have the Septim coin with Uriel Septim's or Tiber Septim's head on it. It's up in my... Actually, that will be the thing. The other thing I was going to say... Sorry, I am just scatterbrained everywhere. This is the Turtle stream. I'm referring to the Turtle stream, and I'm thinking... with permission, I'm going to get OMG Turtles' little avatar, and I'm going to have it in like the bottom corner or up here, up there somewhere, where Wednesdays will be titled the Turtle Stream. And then with permission, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, because I know that there are some content creators out there who do their streams Saturday morning my time. Normally it's Jez and Rand do Xbox 2, and it's like Saturday morning my time. I was going to do like Saturday midday my time, so that it's still early enough in the day in the US, but it's kind of like splitting the difference, like having it so that I do a more kind of like just chill, you know, play games, do bits and pieces, whereas this is kind of like the more chat stream and kind of back and forth. But yeah, getting back to it, I agree with you, Turtles. This launched with the Xbox 360 in Australia. It's what I got. It was the first game I got for it. And I had played Morrowind prior to this. I had also played.
I was born 87 years ago.
They actually updated this.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
I'm kind of shocked.
But for all these years,
I was wondering whether
I've
they'd
never
go.
been the ruler of my own dreams.
Finishes around 1
I
a.m.
have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
See, I was hoping that they'd keep the old,
In darkness, a doom sweeps
the old
land.
style video, like the old potato graphics for this. No, they look too pretty. It's meant to be blurry.
This is the 27th of last seed.
Yeah.
The year of Akatosh,
Jesus.
433.
They've kept that
These
right
are the
feel
closing
for this
days
as well.
of the third era. And the
Yeah, this has
final
the
hours of my
right
life.
feel to it. It still feels and looks like Oblivion with a nicer coat of paint, but not. They haven't changed things so drastically. It's not like some of the remakes out there where they go, oh, we're inspired by it, but then you end up with such a big kind of contrast to it all that you're kind of like, oh, Jesus. I've also noticed that that game audio was so fucking loud. Sorry about that. Okay, so if the Saturday streams, if Jez and Rand finish and it's like 1 a.m. UK time, that's really fucking late. That might not be my best bet then. Okay, I may have to reconsider and change that a little bit. Maybe if I wake up at like the arse crack of dawn here and actually stream before them, be their opening act. Oh my God. That man is haunting. Oh, this is what you meant, Turtles? Like this Bob Ross looking motherfucker? Because, yeah, Jesus. Oh. Spare room in your garage for me? Yes. So OMG Turtles has offered up a spare room in his garage. Be fair, that's a better offer than most people would give me. Okay, so they've kept more to the so they've made everything look more like the Skyrim versions of everyone. Okay. That, you know, like that works. Hey, Mishkin. G'day, man. How you doing? We're jumping into
Just so you know, I'm currently located.
Wow, that Google system is really fucking testy. G'day, sir. How are you? Oh no. Oh shit. Okay. Apparently somebody just sent me a listing. I'm doing well. I'm doing much better. Mishkin in the Twitch chat, popping his head in. Sorry, I've just gotten a message from a friend giving me an update on Claire Obscure Expedition 33 reviews just dropped. Looks like a lot of people are giving it like nines out of Manabar Studios. Damn right. I am actually trying to reach out to see whether I could call this the Manabar streams, or whether that would, you know, potentially, if there we go. It's still there and it's still doing well. Yeah. Somebody I know I hadn't somebody I hadn't spoken to in quite some time actually was working for Sandfall Interactive. And yeah, they reached out and just went, hey, it's done fantastically. So that's amazing. It's really good stuff. And OMG Turtles in the chat, it does look cool and hopefully deserves it. I'm really looking forward to this because part of all of this stuff is that, okay, we have Oblivion here. The people who would play an Oblivion style game have already played Oblivion or Skyrim, or they're old like me and they played Arena and Daggerfall and Morrowind. But it's almost that element you I've just seen a chat message. People are starting to be like, "Oh my god, you know, this is amazing!" Like, yeah, my friend of mine seems really fucking stoked. I wonder why. Your game is getting like 9s and 10s. So yeah, with Claire Obscura, like, if it's doing fantastically, people were saying, "Oh, but why would Xbox drop Oblivion like this?" And it's a case of how many people do you really know are like a Final Fantasy? You've got people who are Final Fantasy people, and you've got people who are Elder Scrolls Oblivion or Elder Scrolls people. They generally don't cross, but there's good cross pollination in the people who like both. But the people who really like one tend to like one and don't like the other. So if you've got one game in that variety, so you've got an Elder Scrolls Oblivion here, and then you've got your Claire Obscura JRPG style here. Like, every market is serviced. And if every market is serviced, then that's fantastic. Like, people then just go, "Holy shit, there's something for me." And that's a kind of surprising thing. This is quite good. I have to admit, this looks a whole lot better than I thought it would. Wait, they're actually giving you the option of where you came from for your origin. That's kind of nice. That's that would be a touch from the okay, so OMG Turtles in the YouTube chat. I wonder if Xbox has the data too, where they're on Game Pass. Somebody will download both, and then they have a high rate of playing them, negating the whole need for day one playtime. That is a really good point. Like, it could be perhaps that with a lot of the way people talk about how games are, or what like, do you really need a singular point for I'm just gonna go with this dude. I'm oh my god, these guys are hauntingly bad. Okay, fuck this, we're going Dark Elf. Oh my, this is holy shit. I was not expecting brows like that. Oh my. Okay. I remember that the character creator for Oblivion couldn't really make really nice looking characters. I don't remember it being this bad. I wonder if it's still the same for where it's like a lot of the classic Elder Scrolls games where men are just hideous all the time. No, some of these women are not looking fantastic either. Oh wow, yeah, this is. You know what? You're good enough. We're just gonna get into the game. Character name, let's just go with my go-to, which is Marin. Yeah, why not? Okay, before anything else. Okay, a chat from OMG Turtles. Honestly, since 2006, all I've seen on this is speed runs. There is so much about this intro that I fully forgot. Now, here's the thing that I haven't forgotten, which is it doesn't matter what class you pick. Oh, wow, this is, that's right, I've got this on. If we go here, I think, wait, I think I've got this on quality. Yeah. All right. Let's go with that. Let's go performance. Oh yeah. All right. It's not by any means amazing. The chains move. If anybody remembers. Yeah. This guy always taunts you based on your background. No, actually, I didn't. From OMG Turtles, did you watch the 40-minute deep dive on this? No, I haven't watched anything on it. All of this happened as I was heading to work, so I didn't get any time to really look into it. So the only thing I've seen on this was a bit of gameplay from the Xbox Era stream with Jesse Norris this morning. I kind of did in a few times to be able to see what was happening. But yeah, this intro sequence, that guy changes. He has different taunts for whatever class or whatever race you are. And in your oh wait.
No, they're dead.
I know it.
I know it.
Quality is dog shit on the Series X when you get outside. That would not surprise me. I have to admit, I am tempted. I did hear that somebody said that like it uses hardware. That the hardware lumen is fantastic for this. On
Let me see your face. You were
on
the
what do you
one
call it?
from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this
Jesus, what
the
is it
day.
called? Hardware lumen on the 40 series cards.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out
They've
of the city along a
cleaned up
secret
the
escape.
audio
By
from
chance,
way back in the day.
entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I
I
serve
always never, I
Gabrielle as her
never understood why
Even
they would
citizens
have
of
him
Tamriel
introduce himself.
and
I
you
am your
too
emperor.
shall serve her in your own way.
Okay. It's the original Oblivion underneath with Unreal 5 on top for it for the graphics. I think that's why they consider it a remaster. See, that's really cool to hear because like in terms of it all, it's looking good. It's nice. But it's surprising to see everything actually coming together where it's performing quite nicely. I'm surprised at the crispness of the audio because I remember there being a lot more crackling in the audio in the voice samples because like here's a little nerdy thing, with a lot of voiceover. A lot of the audio has been re-recorded. I would imagine that for Patrick Stewart's role in this, I don't imagine that he would have re-recorded his lines. If they did, I would be very shocked. But with the actual because I've done some voiceover for some of the projects. I auditioned for some of the roles for the Sky Oblivion and Skywind mods. I don't know. I was told that I was not successful,
Gods have placed you here
but
so that we
with
may
the audio system
for what you have done, it does not
in
matter.
the creation engine and also in
not what
Gamebryo,
you will be
which is what
remembered for.
this old engine is. When it comes down to how those audio files, you have to record them at a particular level. You have to clip them and kind of set them in a particular wave format, and then compress them and then run them through the tools to be able to generate the lip sync, which is then what it plays live through the game. It doesn't pre-generate a lot of the lip sync. I think they do testing in QA to be able to determine whether the lip sync's right or not. But it bases it all off phenoms and the sounds that kind of gets generated on the fly. So all of those audio files and formats have to be kind of compressed and condensed. But it would make sense if they took the original files, which probably would have been like recorded in studio, maybe at 9600 megahertz or really high quality, and that's what they've put back into the game outside of the file systems.
So do we all. But what?
So I wouldn't be surprised if they've just done a bit of cleanup for it, and then included or continued the audio in a uncompressed format. It definitely makes sense for the why it's 120 gigabytes file size.
Don't try anything. Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
Don't you? Even all these years later, it's still the same. It's two of the same dude. It's still two of him. Like one of them is going to die, and then he's going to survive. Barris is going to survive, and Glenroy cops a sword to the face.
Stay out of the way.
That's right. And then these fuckers lock me out. Go on. Go on. Lock me out.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
And the Emperor just pulls fucking swords. Like, imagine if you're going somewhere with King Charles and somebody walks out with like a knife and he just pulls out a fucking 9mm. Like, let's go.
All right, Sire. We're clear.
It almost has that feels.
She's dead.
Either yours or my internet is bugging out, trying to figure out if it's me. Oh no, it is definitely me. It seems. I'm getting little listings here saying that the stream is having some trouble keeping up with everything. Okay, let's have a look. Stream settings. Let's change. Okay, who are you? Somebody who made an account today. All right. What is with all of these people like sending messages and everything to me while I haven't been streaming, but then just, hey, add me on Discord so I can watch your live streams whenever you're online. Okay. Why? Oh, God. Deck the little cunts. Wait. I didn't kill the... Okay, yep, cool. It's still the same old... I am trying to change this. Can I change the settings in here? Let's see. Nope, can't change that there. Let's have a look. All right, I have changed some things and hopefully... and there we go. And then everything just goes fucking nuts. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work out why everything is going wrong. All right. Current views. Stream health. 1920. Okay, it would be nice if this fucking thing would catch up. Okay, it might be working now. It could just be absolutely shit. I don't know. Okay, we will just have to give it a shot and see what happens. Unfortunately, um, yeah, could it could generally. I think it's normally that it would uh, falls apart or has an issue. Oh, that's why. Assassins. Back in the day, there would be, you'd load up all of the different mods and bits and pieces, and there would be all sorts of weird things underneath those robes. Terrible things. All right, it is still showing. Okay. I'm trying to see because it keeps, keeps kicking up issues, but not letting me know what exactly is going on. Well, we will just have to forge on. I will probably at some point have to just go through everything here. It is more than likely, I will admit, the stream setup right now, like, actually, it's like right up. Hold on, I'm trying to work out where. There it is, right up there. That little thing there is one of the Wi-Fi dongles for. Oh, stream is healthy. Okay, it is saying that things are healthy. Things are healthy. There we go. We'll see how long this lasts for. Yeah, I am actually running off Wi-Fi for the internet right now for out here, primarily because trying to get everything organized, it's a tough thing about the internet here for Australia is everything is kind of just shit, and the house per se, like my house is that way, like through that wall, out that way. So what is part of the setup, or what I'm currently trying to do, is I can't really get Etherneted internet out here, but I haven't had any issues so far. So there's a long weekend. Oh, actually, that would be something. Yeah, could actually do a stream tomorrow night from the home office. So the office that's inside. That might be easy to do and actually have a better look for it. Good old Skelly. All of the light armor. Oh, yes, Jesus. Okay. Oh. Wait. There we go. It has a little bit of lag on it. I don't think you're going to like that, Turtles. Anybody playing this, I don't think you're going to like that. If you remember the game as it was always the very snap feel to it. It doesn't have that anymore. I'm really disappointed. Okay, let's... Okay, it's not that. That is still... I thought it was a different mini game. I will admit, I thought as well. Hold on. It is definitely here. Okay. Yep, we still got standard. All right, so inventory. We need a katana. We need the iron arrows on there. We need to... No, we're going to leave the bow. Fuck the bow. Okay, and now we're getting a second. Cheap viewers on streambo.com, remove the space. Let's take this person and report as spam. I still... It is surprising. Why would you spam me? I'm not... Like you gain nothing from this. And the fact that I have to like basically do the like remove that spam account and state to them that the information I give is wholeful and true. I know, look at me, Mr. Popular Streamer, I'm getting spammed. um, there we go. But they didn't give me any pants. Walking around with my fancy shirt but shitty pants. It's basically like being an Australian in general. Like we're all, you know. Oh, that's right. What minigame did you think it would be, Turtles? Because I remember what was it? It's the hold on. Target flare, there we go. Fucking rat, come here. Oh, they didn't go with a nice, like, big explosion thing. See, I remember that there was always, like, for Morrowind, it was each of the levels of lockpicks or anything. It was like a tool movement or a sword swing. You had to actually. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, there you go. Dead. Sort of remember you had to hold the pin at a specific point rather than just knocking it up. See, I thought, I cannot remember what game it was, but when you said that then, I was like, wait, I remember that, but I don't remember what game that was from. It sounds familiar. Ooh. Everybody's on fire. I'm trying to think of what was it. Thief, the original Thief, the Dark Ages. Or I think that was Thief 2. I will admit I am not certain. Jesus. I do not remember there being this many rats, but then again, I think the last time I played this was probably 2010 when there was a you never played. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna be one of those insufferable twats who's like, oh, you haven't played the original Thief games? How dare you? They're classics and blah blah blah. I hate that. The Skyrim lockpicking game does, to a degree, have that style and feel to it as well. So there we go. We're getting another poor warning about the audio, which is kind of shit. Sorry about that, man. I will have to resolve these issues over the coming days. Yeah, on another thing, I will actually be able to stream tomorrow from the home office because Friday here is a public holiday. So we've just had Easter, and we've got we have Anzac Day, which is the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps Day of Remembrance for those who died for our way of life in World War II and World War I and everything else. So we have a day of commemoration, 25th of April, generally. Yeah, 25th of April. And this year it basically falls the week after, or the week of Easter. Just so we had Easter Friday and Easter Monday off, and then we're now back to work, but this Friday is a public holiday. So we have 2 long weekends in a row, which is very nice. Oof. Glad I kind of picked up that armor and put it on. This is also... I don't know if it's just me. You had that day off last month, but you don't get a day off for it though. So it's not considered like a bank holiday in the UK. But you guys are all about like, you know, remembering and respecting the those who have fought. That seems weird because I normally would have, I would have expected that the UK would have been like us and just gone, no, it's a public holiday for all. That is strange. Oh, and the stream has gone back to healthy. You know what? I just have a schizophrenic stream. And now it's saying poor. The moment, see, it's like an anxious person. Like you look at it and it's perfectly fine, and you go, oh, you seem to be doing well. That's okay. You recognize that and go, that's all good, fantastic. And then that moment they become so anxious, like, oh no, everything is terrible. Could just be me projecting. And now it's gone back to excellent. So now watch as it's probably going to go back to poor again. I am terrible. I'm like Church with a fucking sniper rifle. There's an old school reference for anybody out there. Yeah, we don't get any of them off. We just get to stand in silence for a few minutes on the 11th of November, but that's about it. We do remember and stay here as well. It's actually what, like, well, no, I probably can't share that story. But yeah, there's friends of mine and everything who are in the armed forces, and they've said that, you know, everybody goes, oh, Anzac Day, you know, day bludging, relaxing at home, not doing anything. And they're like, oh, that's fantastic for you. I have to be, you know, due to my work, I have to be up at like, you know, the fucking crack of dawn. Poor dude, he always gets smacked by those things. I remember that the trip while I was there, you cheeky motherfucker. I remember my oblivions. But yeah, for Friday, like Thursday night, he said, I'm going to be, you know, basically having all of my, my dress gear for work, all ironed and pressed and everything, because he has to be up at 2 a.m. to be ready for the dawn service, which means in Brisbane we have Anzac Square, and Anzac Square is basically in the middle of the city, and we have a Flame of Remembrance, which is it's kind of like a really big pavilion, and we have the Flame of Memoriam, which is on this pillar, and the flame never goes out. It's there to kind of represent the enduring memory of those who sacrificed for us. And every year it's, you know, this massive event, and it's a very amazing, but I feel for all of my friends and people that I know who are in the armed forces, because all of them end up, because of the positions that they hold in their jobs, they have to be the, you know, they have to be the representatives at a lot of these events and things throughout all of these years. So they, for all of these public days that everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, getting on the piss Thursday night, and they're like, yeah, I can't. Like, oh, come on, you know, you can have a drink. And they're like, no, dude, I'm getting up at like 2 a.m. and having to get in my dress uniform and be ready and presentable at work. And I could not do that. Like, my friends and the people I know, I have great respect for them, but it's so much of that I could not handle or do. It's insane. Um, all right. Hold on. Why do I have 3 clubs? I do not need 3 clubs. I'll keep the rest of the gear. You barely get up at 7 a.m. I've got to be starting work at 7 a.m. Like everything's kicking off at 7 a.m. Although yeah, with everything that's actually that was something that was brought up by a new staff member. Like when it comes to jobs, is starting time a really big issue? Like for you, or like is a job that requires you to start at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. or anything like that, is that a deal breaker for you when it comes to a job? Because they were telling me that there was a job they really liked the look of, and they applied for it. They weren't successful in it, and in kind of looking at the job or the role and everything, they were like, "Oh, do you have a problem with getting up at, being here at work at like 6 a.m.?" And she's like, "No." Oh, sorry, they were like, "No, it's like, it's like that's when we start and we work it through until this time. That's no problem." This poor soul. See, Turtles, here's the thing. So OMG Turtles has said, "You poor soul," when I say that I'm starting, like the workday starts at 7 a.m., which means for most of my working career, I have been waking up at 5 a.m. And that has been my wake up time for the better part of nearly 2 decades now. OMG Turtles, it depends on the passion you have for the job. If I'm going to work in an office taking calls, I'm not getting in half an hour early. See, that's one part. I absolutely agree. If the passion that you have in the job does kind of control how you feel on it. Yeah, if I'm running my own business, I'm awake and then I'm there at 5. That's honestly how I've done things for running my own business, but also just in general, even when I work in other places. Oh, is there good splashy waters? No. It's static waters. This is not good. I'm going to let you guys do all of that work.
Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins.
Glenroy, shut your
She's
mouth.
not one of them. She can help us.
She must help us.
As they cannot understand
Then why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen with my special eyes.
You know the 9.
Sorry.
Our fates with an invisible hand.
Yeah, with my own job, or even jobs that I had prior to this, where I was working for someone else, I'd always wake up at 5 and get into work, because normally work starts at around 6 or 6:30 or 7. But it's always for here in Australia, I wake up in the morning, there is like Kind of Funny Games Daily, Xbox Era headlines, or podcasts and episodes and bits and pieces. I basically wake up and I'm listening and consuming that content while I'm getting ready for work, and then heading to work and setting things up for the rest of the day. Because I'm generally making sure and handling everything for everyone else, and making sure that, staff have particular jobs or bits and pieces.
I've served the 9 all my
So
days, and
that's
I charge my
just
force
how
for
I've done
thousands of
things.
hands.
But a
Skies
lot of
marked
places
with
I've
numberless
worked at,
sparks,
people
each
refuse
a
and go,
fire, and everyone a sign. I know these stars well,
nobody
and I wonder
else
which
really kind of
sign marked
jumped in
your
to do
birth.
those.
You wish.
Oh, that's right. Back in the day of actually having your birth sign. Let's go. Agility, luck, speed. Nah. Where is it? That is generally good, but I tend to go for that one because, like, if you think about it, willpower and endurance, two damn good
Signs
skills.
I read show the end of my path.
All right, what
Your
about me?
stars are not mine. Today, the lady shall fortify you in your quest for glory. No trophies of my triumphs precede me. Men are but flesh and blood. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my
Of
death,
my own death.
to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success.
He
Their
sounds so
compass
good
ventures
doing
not
this.
beyond the doors
It's
of
so
death,
good.
But in your face, I behold with such hope, and I go to my grave. You shall follow me.
You may as well make yourself useful here.
Yeah, I'm not going to start talking to you, Boris.
You'll be all right.
You're just going to give me shit. Also, it's the case of, I cannot remember, like, if you head back this way, like, there was the other guard, but she's not here. Like, she must have died before this point. Oh, here. Where are you? Where? Okay, I've completely lost myself. The Emperor isn't in danger. You guys are looking after him. Oh no, that's right. Jesus, I can... Okay, there is one problem with this. It feels very floaty still. It feels very, very floaty. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting all of these messages and elements that are coming through to me about other work, which is kind of annoying because I was like,
Hold up.
oh,
I don't like this. Let me take a look.
that's right. I think we go down here and we rush in the back here, and then he gets fucking killed. I spoiled that the Emperor's gonna die. Terrible, terrible. They didn't fix the clipping with these legs. The mesh
The gate is locked from
keeps
the other side.
warping a little bit.
What about that side passage?
That is great. So it's like one part of it. I think it might be that the physics might be broken a little bit. It's meant to kick and move with the fluid simulation or the fabric
Wait here,
simulation.
sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
Take them! For the Emperor!
There we go. And it's the little thing behind him that opens up, and he cops a sword to the between the shoulder blades.
Go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the amulet of kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Oh, they did it as a custom sequence.
You're lucky I like you. Otherwise, you'd be dead already.
There we go.
Talon will
And-
save us.
Yep, and we can't touch him.
I failed. The blades are sworn to protect the amulet. Where's... Strange. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the amulet of kings. The amulet has... He must have given it to you. Joffrey?
Take it to Joffrey. There is another
Nothing I
hair.
heard about. But Joffrey would be the
I still always
He's
loved,
the Grand Master of my order.
like, a
Although you
nice
do not
guy I
think
know,
so to
but
meet him,
yeah,
lives
he
quietly as a monk
he's a
at
bit
Waverly
like me in
Priory,
that he's
near the
dyslexic,
city
but
of
he
War.
read more than he heard people say words.
First,
So
get out of
he like me, would pronounce words as they're written, not as you're meant to actually say them. So there would be points of like, oh, air, hair instead of air. But
There are
you know,
rats and goblins down.
oh, speed and okay, that's nice. Okay, and they do allow. It is pretty good. Yeah. I am just gonna go with an agent. That works for me.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, you good. I'll by the
Where is your other mate though? Did he go out here and die? Jesus. Yes. Yes, he did. The dude who just kept looking at me as if I was like made of shit. All right. That's right. We take the sneaky path. Yeah, this, like, I like this. This is looking fantastic, but there is something about it that makes it feel a whole lot floatier than I think it really needs to be. But that's all right. I need to make sure that this saves though, because there we go. Because from there, we're actually going to finish up a little early tonight. So I'm switching over to this. Oh, look, that's the better setup. Should have actually gone for that instead, but this is the one I used. Probably should change that for the future. So I keep pressing buttons and it keeps fucking things up. So yeah, we're going to be finishing there. Bit of a quick stream. Yeah, only about an hour. And a lot of drop frames. I'm really going to have to try to resolve this issue, but considering that, yeah, we've got some public holidays coming up. I might actually stream from the upstairs office, which has kind of solid Ethernet connection directly to the gigabit internet at home. So we might try from there. Maybe play some Oblivion, but I might download it on the PC and see how it looks on there. If it does look even better with like hardware lumen and all of that cool shit on it. But thank you, OMG Turtles and Mishkin, for dropping in. Like, as always, I appreciate people just dropping in, even just to chat, because that's all I like to do is just chat with people, talk about things, and have some fun. That's what all of this is about, and I always want to hear other people's opinions because that variety is the spice of life. So thank you very much. I might be back tomorrow. But if not, it will be Saturday morning, Saturday midday for a kind of stream. But depending on how things go for that, it might be Saturday. Oh, sorry, sorry, Turtles. You had to slip away. I'm actually finishing up for the night, primarily because I know that I still have a lot of still a full day of work tomorrow. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to stream again tomorrow, probably just a touch earlier, and be able to go for a little bit longer period of time. But I'm also going to do it from the upstairs office, so that I've got a more solid internet connection. You'll be here avoiding work, but I would only expect that from the Turtles. I'll see if I can get my friend Beeves to make a little turtle stream image for up there. It'd be a nice little thing to have. But Yeah, we might do a stream from the upstairs office with a more solid connection because yeah, there's a lot of dropped frames here that I'm noticing where it just started tanking. So I need to work out something better for down here. But with that, we'll finish up tonight. Try again tomorrow. Upstairs stream. It'll be nice. It'll be chill. It might just be a little bit more noisy in general because I can't stream and not have the door open so that the dogs can come in. So my partner suggested that I've got a stream pedal that I can press on and it changes particular scenes and everything. They were saying that I should put that pedal and put Piper's treats on it so that she can come in and just walk in and step on the pedal. And if she steps on the pedal, it activates something randomly in OBS. Like it'll switch the stream, it'll switch the inputs, or it'll mute my microphone or anything like that, just to throw a level of chaos in there. I think that should be fun. But in any case, thank you everybody for dropping into the stream. I appreciate everybody stopping by and throwing in their thoughts, throwing in how they're feeling, what they're up to. And I will catch everybody tomorrow for more fun. So thank you very much. Catch you later. And there's no finishing one. They didn't give me a finishing one. Damn it.